back to our channel. Today is truly the most beautiful, but also the most chaotic day ever. And we need to dive straight into this madness. Victoria's unbelievable truth. How will Victor react when he finds out Victoria isn't his daughter? We have so much to discuss, and my head is spinning. Oh my God, I'm screaming. I literally cannot even deal right now. I just finished watching the latest episodes and my brain is actually short-circuiting from the sheer amount of drama they just threw at us. Okay, but listen, you are not going to believe the absolute bombs that were dropped today. I am typing this so fast my fingers are actually cramping, but I don't even care because this is the most unhinged television I have ever witnessed in my entire life. I was eating dinner and literally choked on my drink when the biggest reveal of the century happened. But wait, before that happened, actually, I need to start from the beginning because my mind is all over the place and I keep remembering things out of order. So let's talk about Nikki Newman and Lily Winters first because that alone was enough to send me over the edge. So Nikki is literally questioning Lily about taking over Chancellor, right? And Nikki is already acting so high and mighty, completely interrogating Lily about her plans for the company like she owns the place. But then Lily drops the absolute bombshell that Kane Ashby is the new CEO of Chancellor. My jaw dropped. I mean, honestly, why would she do that? Kane has been nothing but a walking disaster for like ever, and Lily is just handing him the keys to the kingdom. Nikki's reaction was iconic. She was literally opposing it so hard, looking at Lily like she had grown 3 heads. At this point, I'm yelling at my screen, Lily, what are you thinking? Because this is going to end badly. Mark my words, Kane is going to completely mess this up and Lily is going to regret giving him so much power. And don't even get me started on Devin Winters. Devin swoops in and gives Kane the most harsh, brutal warning ever. Devin is literally standing there, chest puffed out, basically telling Kane that if he screws this up or hurts Lily, he's going to end him. I was actually cheering for Devin in my living room. Kane just stood there looking like a deer in headlights, which is his default expression anyway. But seriously, Devin is so fiercely protective of his family's legacy and he knows Kane is a massive liability waiting to happen. I forgot to mention earlier, but Kane has been so shady lately, so Devin is 100% justified in threatening him. Wait, did I already say that? Whatever, anyway Kane better watch his back because Devin is not playing games anymore and honestly, I am here for protective Devin. Oh wait, before that happened, actually, Victor Newman was being his usual terrifying self. Victor is literally barking the strictest, most intense orders at Matt Clark. Victor is treating Matt like his personal attack dog, which is insane by the way, considering everything Matt has done in the past. Matt is just standing there taking it, acting like this loyal little soldier, but we all know Matt is completely unhinged beneath the surface. I am calling it now, Victor is playing with fire by trying to control Matt. You cannot put a leash on a psychopath and expect him not to bite you eventually. Victor thinks he is the absolute puppet master of Genoa City, but Matt is going to snap. I can feel it in my bones and when he does, Victor is going to be the one caught in the crossfire. Okay, where was I? Right? So back to the corporate drama because Phyllis Summers just did the most iconic, petty thing in the history of the world. Phyllis literally saunters up to Kane and drops the massive bomb that she is the brand new owner of Arabesque. I'm dead. I literally can't breathe. Arabesque was Kane's entire project, his little baby that he failed to save, and Phyllis just swoops in and buys it out from under him. She was gloating so hard, her smirk was actually blinding. She literally rubbed it in his face and I was living for every single second of it. The audacity, the sheer petty energy. Kane looked so utterly defeated. I honestly almost felt bad for him. Just kidding. No, I didn't. He totally deserved it after everything he's pulled. But wait, it gets even better. After Phyllis finished completely destroying Kane's fragile ego, she ends up finding out some really useful information a little bit later. The show didn't completely spell out exactly what she found yet, but you just know Phyllis is going to use whatever dirt she uncovered to completely ruin someone's life. She is a total mastermind when she wants to be. She needs to get it together sometimes, I swear, because she can be so messy, but when she is on her game, nobody can touch her. I am so dramatic about this, but Phyllis is literally carrying the corporate storylines right now, and I'm obsessed with her villain era. Get distracted by side details for a second. I have to talk about Sienna Bacall and Audra Charles. Sienna was absolutely furious with Audra. I don't even fully remember what started the argument because I was so distracted by Audra's outfit, which was stunning by the way, but Sienna was literally tearing into her. Audra is always in the middle of everyone's drama. She is like a human magnet for chaos. Sienna was yelling and getting all up in her face, and Audra was just giving her that classic, unbothered Audra smirk. I honestly love their rivalry. It is so petty and so fun to watch. Audra literally does not care who she offends, and Sienna is just so easily triggered by her. Okay, back to the main story before I forget again. We need to talk about Nikki's health because I am actually terrified for her. Like, my stomach is literally in knots watching her scenes. Nikki's headaches are getting so much worse, and now her vision is starting to blur really badly. She is literally stumbling around and trying to hide it from everyone, but it is so incredibly obvious that she is in agonizing pain. I had to pause and text my friend immediately because I cannot handle the thought of losing Nikki Newman. She is the matriarch. She is a legend. Seeing her so frail and scared is honestly breaking my heart into a million pieces. I'm acting like she's my real grandmother, but I don't care. I am so emotionally invested in her well-being right now. Victor Newman is absolutely freaking out, as she should be. The longer this goes on, the more panicked Victoria gets about Nikki's obvious health crisis. Victoria is literally pacing around, trying to figure out what to do, and she ends up making Claire Newman her confidant, which is a huge deal, by the way. Victoria is finally opening up to Claire and admitting how deeply terrified she is for her mother. Claire is just sitting there, being so supportive, absorbing all this Newman family trauma like a sponge. It was actually a really sweet mother-daughter moment between Victoria and Claire, but the underlying tension of Nikki's illness made it so stressful to watch. You can just see the fear in Victoria's eyes. Okay, but listen, this is the part where I literally lost my mind, the biggest, most earth-shattering, absolutely unhinged reveal of the entire decade. Nikki makes a final, desperate confession to Victoria. Nikki looks Victoria dead in the eyes, crying, and tells her, "Victoria is not Victor's biological daughter." I am screaming. My jaw dropped to the floor. The audacity, the lies, the decades of deception. I literally threw my remote across the room. How is this even possible? Victor Newman, the heir apparent, the CEO, the golden child of Victor Newman, does not share his DNA. I am actually unwell. Victoria's reaction was everything. She was completely stunned. She literally could not believe that she is not Victor's real daughter. Her whole identity, her whole life, her entire sense of self is built on being a Newman, on being Victor's child. And Nikki has just been sitting on this secret for what, 40 years? I can't even deal right now. Who is the father? Is it Cole's dad? Is it Dylan's dad? Is it some random guy from the 80s? I am losing my mind trying to figure out the timeline. And what is Victor going to do when he finds out? He is going to burn Genoa City to the ground. Mark my words, this is going to end badly for everyone involved. The fallout from this is going to be biblical. I am still hyperventilating over the paternity bomb, but I have to jump ahead to the week of June 22nd to 26th because the spoilers are already out and things are getting even darker. Nikki finally opens up to Nate Hastings, thank God. Nate is back in his doctor era, which is exactly where he belongs. He is literally so much better as a doctor than a boring corporate guy in a suit. Nikki confides in Nate about her severe headaches and the blurred vision, and Nate is not messing around. He immediately pushes Nikki to get all the necessary hospital tests done. He is literally dragging her to the hospital because his medical instincts are screaming that something is terribly wrong. And guys, it is bad. It is so bad. Nikki ultimately faces a grim, terrifying diagnosis that requires immediate, urgent treatment. They are hinting heavily that it is a fast-growing brain tumor or a severe, life-threatening escalation of her MS. I am actually crying real tears. Nikki cannot die. Victor is going to completely lose his mind when he finds out his wife is dying and that his daughter isn't his biological child. The Newman family is literally imploding before our very eyes. I don't know how I am going to survive the next few weeks of episodes. My heart literally can't take this much drama. I am going to need therapy after this storyline wraps up. Okay, I need to take a deep breath and calm down. Let's recap this absolute madness. Lily is making terrible corporate decisions by hiring Kane. Devin is on the warpath threatening people. Phyllis is buying up companies just to be petty and rubbing it in Kane's face. Sienna and Audra are at each other's throats over nothing. Matt Clark is Victor's new dangerous toy. Nikki is facing a terminal illness, and Victoria is not a Newman. I literally have a headache just typing all of this out. I am so emotionally drained, but also I need the next episode immediately. I am calling it now. The fallout from this Victoria paternity secret is going to be the biggest storyline we have ever seen in the history of daytime television. I'm done. I literally cannot function. Let me know what you guys think because I need to scream about this with someone.